As we were transitioning into the new year 2025, President William Ruto held his end-of-year party at the Kisii State Lodge. Surprisingly, his deputy Professor Kithure Kindiki was absent. In recent days, the second-in-command has not made any public appearances with the President William Ruto. This has drawn the attention of the citizens. The swirling rumors allude that the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki was slapped by Farouk Kibet, the personal aide to President William Ruto. Allegedly, this happened in State House after disagreement. However, it's not clear on what the disagreement was about. Despite this unclarity, Maverick Aoko's post on Twitter has claimed that it was as a result of Kindiki seeing the president without Farouk Kibet's permission. The controversial blogger Maverick Aoko wrote, and I quote, "Have you noticed how suddenly Kindiki is missing? Farouk slapped Prof. Juice Bana. Kofi ajabu hapo State House. Kithure was protesting arrests especially in his backyard. Nitawatetea aje na muna abduct their kids? Bibi ya Kindiki is on blood pressure meds. Sinimina wa show." End of the quote. Dennis Itumbi, who is Ruto's communication strategist, dismissed the allegations and termed them as baseless. However, the damage had already been done since the news had gone viral. From the look of things, the political brotherhood between President Ruto and his newly appointed Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, seems to be coming to an abrupt end. The rumors of their fallout began going around when Kindiki missed the New Year's crossover event in Kisii County, which was attended by President William Ruto and his allies. Professor Kithure Kindiki's failure to give an official explanation for his no-show in the event raised questions and critiques alike among his supporters. The seat of the Deputy President in Kenya has been termed as a cursed seat because of the moments of political blackmails observed since the time Ruto was occupying that office. Another netizen wrote, and I quote, "The rumors that Farouk Kibet and Kithure Kindiki had a fight are true. Actually, it wasn't a fight. Kindiki was slapped for meeting President William Ruto without Farouk Kibet's permission. I'm told nobody enters State House without the clearance of Farouk. I'm also told Kimani Ichung'wah is not happy with the way they are being treated in the house on the hill. Ndindi Nyoro was suspended from months ago and hasn't been to State House ever since. When Gachagua said that he was being mistreated by his juniors in State House, Kithure Kindiki thought he was looking for sympathy to be Mount Kenya's kingpin. Now I'm told things are thick and he will likely resign." The question the Kenyans are asking themselves is, will we be experiencing another impeachment, or Ruto will put up with his deputy till the end of the term in the year 2027? According to reports, the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki was supposed to denounce Rigathi Gachagua publicly during his first media interview as the Deputy President. However, in the unexpected turn of events, Kindiki disappointed the Kenya Kwanza allies by refusing to denounce Gachagua and instead terming him as his brother. In this context, Kindiki's statement has been viewed by many as defiant. Kindiki said, and I quote, "You have not heard me bad-mouthing him anywhere before when he was in this office or even after he left the office. It's not right, it is wrong to start comparing myself with the predecessor." End of the quote. When Kithure Kindiki was asked whether he was being cautious not to antagonize the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, he said that he has no reason to antagonize anybody.
I see no change of position, and the only thing I don't understand is this thing about the kingpin or something. I don't understand it because there's no office like that.
Well, and are you still hopeful, and do you think there is a possibility of you becoming William Ruto's running mate come 2027?
How would I know?
Your Excellency, then you've talked about development and, those members of parliament using this office to lobby for development. Should then the development be a democratic right so that then there is no need to lobby and to push for it?
That's not true. The reason you have subnational representation of political leaders, members of the National Assembly, members of the Senate, their mandate is subnational. A member of the National Assembly represents the interests, priorities of the constituency where they are elected. Of course, in the context of a broader national perspective, because some of the things that they want them passed are not projects and programs, they are legislative in nature, and you require the parliament as a whole to support you. For example, recently we had a Sugar Act sponsored by a member of parliament from Western Kenya.
Your Excellency, I want to rephrase Michelle's question regarding you and the former Deputy President. Let's not even go with the qualitative differences. But clearly there are lessons you must have learned from Gachagua's tenure in office. What lessons are those?
My friend, in leadership is defined by certain ethos and parameters. And I want to persuade you to allow me not to discuss my brother, the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, because he's my friend. And you've not heard me bad-mouthing him anywhere before when he was in this office or even after he left office. So please spare me, because it is not right. It is wrong to start comparing myself with the predecessor or someone who occupied this office now or in the past, or a person who would occupy
it in the future. Your Excellency, the region you come from is very restive, and it's quite a significant. It has quite a significant position in terms of votes. Are you being cautious now? When I ask you the question of lessons you've learned, are you being cautious not to antagonize the former Deputy President?
I have no reason to antagonize anybody. For what?
Your Excellency, perhaps just to buttress on what John Kithure said, when it comes to lessons learned, many have said that the seat that you occupy now, the deputy presidency, has some sort of curse. They've called it the curse of the deputy presidency. And every individual who's held this seat has had some sort of, falling into political oblivion. Do you believe that you have the magic wand to change this so-called curse of the deputy?
I don't believe any seat is cursed. Let's start from there. Secondly, I don't think it is a priority to start thinking whether I'll survive in this seat or not. As I've said, what is weighing in my mind, the same way when I became Interior Minister, and the Northwest was in that shape, Lamu body was in that shape, and Northern Kenya was that shape. I told myself, including the passport crisis. I said, if I will last here for 1 year, I want to try my best and have these challenges under control. So for me, I cannot start now entertaining myself on what will happen to me, whether I'll succeed here or there. That's not for me to determine. It's beyond me. What is within my reach, what is within my control, is the focus to deliver on the job. As to whether I survive or what happens, that is not within my reach, and I cannot control what I cannot control.
We need to move forward to the next topic. But
I see no change of position, and the only thing I don't understand is this thing about the kingpin or something. I don't understand it because there is no office like that.
Well, and are you still hopeful, and do you think there is a possibility of you becoming William Ruto's running mate come 2027?
How would I know?
Your Excellency, then you've talked about development and, those members of parliament using this office to lobby for development. Should then the development be a democratic right so that then there is no need to lobby and to push for it?
That's not true. The reason you have subnational representation of political leaders, members of the National Assembly, members of the Senate, their mandate is subnational. A member of the National Assembly represents the interests, priorities of the constituency where they are elected. Of course, in the context of a broader national perspective, because some of the things that they want them passed are not projects and programs, they are legislative in nature, and you require the parliament as a whole to support you. For example, recently we had a Sugar Act sponsored by a member of parliament from Western Kenya.
Please consider subscribing to my channel to support. Thank you so much.